Hey everybody, it's Doug Green and I'm the publisher of Technology Reseller News. And I'm with Rick Mancinelli, CEO of C3 Complete. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Doug.
So I snagged you from the crowd. You're walking around innocently, trying to talk to everybody, and here you are doing a podcast with me. We've been having a nice little conversation about how the industry is sort of evolving and changing, and how you guys are evolving and changing with it. But first, what is C3 Complete?
So we're a hybrid service provider and consultancy. We have our own managed services team. We provide connectivity services similar to TSD. We have our own cloud and telco platforms. So we bring services to other MSPs, but we understand the MSP market because we also have a small MSP practice of our own.
So that's the sort of interesting thing about you guys, right? You're an MSP,
correct?
And you serve MSPs.
Absolutely.
All right.
So it gives us a little insight to the battles they face, the challenges that go on. So it makes it, I think, more engaging and more interesting for us.
So with that, you guys have sort of this front row seat to the changing demographics, changing age, changing interests even maybe of the MSPs and everything. So what's happening and how are you changing with it?
Sure. So, looking back, 25, 30 years ago, the industry really has evolved quite a bit. We have seen the rise of the MSP model. We've on the technology side evolved from the break fix model to managed services. Similar in a lot of ways to the way telco has always operated. And so what's happening now is there was a discussion, I think, for a long time. Would the managed services industry sort of evolve into a telco-like offering, or would it be the other way around? And I think just the sheer volume of technology providers and service providers and consultancies and MSPs, I think the opposite is sort of happening now. So we're seeing more MSPs that are offering telco services, connectivity services, than we are traditional telco agents and resellers that are, in the technology world. There are some, pretty big differences. I think, on the telco side, it's very SKU oriented, whereas on the IT side, there's some element of that, right? But a lot of it is, ICB. So you really have to tailor the solution to whatever the challenge customers have.
So there's actually, are the two diverging? Are the telecom and the non-telecom MSPs moving in different directions, or are they coming together?
I think they're slowly coming together. I think what we're starting to see is MSPs that didn't traditionally offer telco services are rapidly doing so. So now those MSPs are competing with the more traditional agent channel partner model that we all grew up with around here. And so that's been interesting to watch. I think that shift started to happen in the early stages of VoIP, where suddenly it wasn't just a butt set. You actually had to understand things like QoS and routing and switching and, the difference between layer 2 and layer 3. And that was a heavy lift for a lot of telco, vendors. And so, but it was a natural play for a lot of the technology vendors. So that's kind of what we're seeing. The smarter and I think more capable telco guys are seeing that happen and are engaging. So very slowly coming together.
So Rick, we've been talking about the evolution of the industry. You guys have changed. Your clients are changing. How did you internally change and help them change?
Well, it's interesting because, as the industry has evolved and, we've got managed service providers dipping their toe into voice, the fact that, we're a fairly broad firm, we can look at the MSPs and say, hey, guys, look, we understand your business, we understand your challenges, but we can also bring voice and connectivity products and services to you, without competing with you. And so that helps you build out your portfolio, expand your revenue share, for a given client, and really, grow your business, because at the end of the day, it really is all about recurring revenue. On the flip side, if we take a traditional telecom agent, channel partner, someone who's been in the industry for a while, is used to selling circuits and voice and, contact center, they may be a little more hesitant to dip their toe into the managed services and IT services space. Understandably so. It can be scary if that's not what you're used to. So again, that's an area, I would say, something that we're pretty good at, because like those guys, we understand the voice side of the world, but we can bring the IT services to them,
Right.
And make it less scary. And so what we found on average, for every dollar a given enterprise spends on telco related services, whether it be voice or connectivity, they spend an average of $4 to $5 on IT related services. So it's a great way for a telco partner to leverage their existing relationships and, triple their revenue.
So that's interesting. So how do you help your clients make that journey?
So it starts with a conversation, like anything else.
Right.
What we have to do is break down the barriers. Well, I can't do that. I've never done that before. We're not good at that. We don't understand that. And that's fine. There are things, that we don't understand, right? Not everybody can be an expert in everything. But I think when you take that sort of guided journey where you hold their hand, you show them they can do it, they can be good at it, they can make money doing it, and at the end of the day, it makes their customers stickier and happier. Again, whether it's bringing voice services to the MSP or bringing IT related services to the traditional voice agent, there are a lot of success stories out there, and I think even more waiting to be had.
So Rick, I really want to thank you for taking the time out here at a busy day at MSP Summit and Channel Partner. Where can we learn more about C3 Complete?
Sure. Go straight to the web. It's https c3-complete.com. And on there, you'll find links to all of our socials.
All right. Well, look forward to our next podcast, sort of this unfolding story of our industry and you guys inside that story. So, but for now, thanks very much.
I appreciate your time, buddy. Thank you.